Hi everyone, welcome back to Caking at Midnight. Tonight I'm going to show you my method on how to use buttercream to make a sunset fade going up the cake. So let's roll that intro. If you do like this video, don't forget to give it the thumbs up. Also, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and also hit the bell for notifications. Alright, so I have three 7-inch rounds that we're going to use to build up on our cake to make it a little bit taller than our standard 4 that I usually do. And I'm going to match the buttercream on the inside to some of it on the outside. So we're going to get started with the orange that I have and create a dam. All right, now we're just gonna add a little bit to the top. Now that we have our layers on there and buttercream on each one in between, we're gonna start working our way up with our colors. So I have yellow to start. All of these are colored with the AmeriColors. To get this one, I used lemon and gold. I used electric orange and red and some gold, and then more red. And once you color your buttercream too, if it's not quite the color you want or it's not as deep as you want, let it set for a couple hours to at least overnight, and your colors will darken up quite a bit. So if you're not liking the color and you just can't get the color you want, just let it sit for a little bit and that color will slowly set in. Don't get discouraged. This is my Sweet Tooth Fairy. Some people call it a cake comb or your cake smoother. These are a little bit more stiff than others. I've used some of these before in previous videos. Is like the 4th of July fault line cake. Like on this one, it's a straight edge. This one has a little bit of a bubble to it. The whole pack that I bought has a total of 6 different combs on each side. So there's a couple different ways you can use them in the pack. This one, we're just gonna use it to smooth everything out. You'll hold it flat on your turntable at about a 45-degree angle and then just pull everything around. Now that we've filled in some of those holes, we'll take our cake smoother again and pull it back around, and it will slowly fill in everything that we need it to. There we have him all filled in, looks good. Now we'll take the rest of our red on the top and fill it in as well, and use our offset spatula to fill everything in. When you have a little bit of excess on the top, just slowly pull it back into the center. This is pretty soft buttercream, so I'm going to stick it in the fridge for about 10 to 15 minutes to get it to chill a little bit. Then I'm going to bring it back out of the fridge and use the Viva method. If you have never heard of the Viva method, you can go to this link. I have done a video on that before, and we'll use that again here on this one to make sure everything's nice and smooth and perfect, and then we'll be all set. Now that our cake is out of the freezer and chilled, we're going to use our Viva paper towel to make sure that we have everything smooth on it the way we want. Just going to take it around the sides and smooth everything in. The warmth of your hand will slowly melt things together. Once your cake starts to come back to room temperature from the warmth of your hand and just the warmth of the air, it will be a lot easier. Like, stuff will slowly start to melt together. If your hand is too warm or the cake is too warm and you start to rub your hand over the Viva onto your cake and you're getting indentations from your fingers, just go ahead and use a fondant smoother or a scraper of some type to get the effect you want. And if that still is not working for you, stick it right back in the fridge and start over. I hope you liked the video this evening on my version of a sunset fade or an ombre fade using buttercream. If you do have any questions or comments, do leave them in the comment section below. Again, this is Caking at Midnight, and happy caking.